The biggest mistake I tend to see a lot of my clients make that come and see me down at the golf projects is something so simple to change but so difficult to see in your golf swing. A lot of people think they're doing this move correctly, but when they see themselves on camera they go, oh my gosh, this is not good. How do I change it? So I'm going to be showing you the biggest mistake I tend to see golfers make in their golf swing. I'm also going to show you a 3-step part that's going to help you cure this problem for good. A lot of players, yep, they swing on the outside, they swing on the inside, some swing on the plane. However, they always get themselves in an ideal club face position in their takeaway. Whether that's on the outside, whether that's on the inside or on plane, you never see them rolling the wrists like this here. My FootJoy logo on my glove is pointing towards the sky. It leaves the club face way open to start off my swing. From there, we're trying to recover and release the hands too early, and we get that really high shot that goes way out to the right. We get that double cross and it hooks well to the left. So it's a two-way miss, it's no good, and we can't afford to have this in your game. And as you can imagine, when people make the takeaway at full speed, it's so difficult to notice this action going on here. Obviously you can see my club face there, we want to see more of that action. So when I make my takeaway, I'm going to be encouraging my left shoulder just to move down and my right shoulder moves up, and you can see there as I take the club back now, that club face is more in a neutral position. It is parallel to my spine angle, which is what we want to see in that takeaway. We don't want to see any rolling of the wrist like this here, because then when we return the club it's no good. If we can do this action here where I'm just tilting my left shoulder so my lead shoulder down, the right shoulder goes up, you can see there it's very easy for me to get into a really good position to start off my swing. So a good drill I've taught a few of my clients when they've come to see me with this problem: take your trail hand out like this with a bit of hinge, and then we're going to pop the left hand over and shuffle that left hand ever so slightly further up like so. And now when I make my takeaway, I don't want to see any wrist manipulation like this. I'm just taking my left shoulder down as my right shoulder lifts up, and you can see there if I was to take the left hand away, my right palm will be pointing towards the ground. If I take the club and do that now, there you go. So that's a great drill for you to get into this starting position in your swing. So we've got this first part sorted here, and from this point you're going to maintain that feeling of that left shoulder just taking the club back on the takeaway, but we also want to get the feeling of that right palm. Obviously it's going to be pointing towards the ground here, but we make our way into the top of the swing. I want to be trying to get my right palm pointing towards the sky. So the right palm is going to be pointing towards the floor, right palm now towards the sky. And you can see there, my left arm, my wrist and my hand are all in line with each other, which is what we want to see. So doing this without a club, so we're going to get to there, bring it away like so. I'm going to take my left hand off and put it on my chest. I'm going to bring it up like this here, with my right palm pointing towards the sky. I'm not changing my wrist angle throughout my swing, I'm literally just going there and then up to the top. So once we're in this backswing position, that leads us onto the final step, which is pretty much committing to the shot. A lot of people, when they have this nasty move in their takeaway, leave themselves in a very cut position at the top. They'll lean back, get very scared of hitting the ball, and that just makes it even worse for them. They'll hit shots to the left and right doing this. So set up, you're going to do those 2 steps, step 1 and step 2, all the way into the top of the swing, and you want to be ensuring that your lead hip is rotating round as opposed to rotating to the target. If I rotate to the target, look what happens. I'm leaning away, and that encourages me to early extend. We want that lead hip to rotate round and behind. At the same time, we're encouraging our chest to rotate through to target, and you can see how much lag I can create in my golf swing here and how much room I've got to be able to square up that face at impact, as opposed to leaving myself in this really awkward position here trying to fight against what's going on. We can work with it and hit this ball pretty much as hard as we want, because it will always bring it back in that natural position in the downswing to hit the ball. So step 1 will be there, step 2 will be there, step 3, bring your lead hand onto your lead pocket and shift it round like so, trying to maintain this wrist angle here. If we maintain this wrist angle, we're not going to be doing any manipulation this way and opening up that face. The idea of this is we want to be ensuring that we're doing everything we can to stop that face from opening up, and we're firing through in this position here. If I'm squaring up that face there, and you can see if I was to take a club and put this camera down the line now, and I do these 3 steps, 1, 2, 3, look how much my hands are ahead of the golf club at impact. It's not going to look quite like this when you go and give this a try and hit a few golf shots doing this, but it's a good feeling to have. And the bonus tip I want to add is speed. If you slow down, you're encouraging that club face to overtake your hand. You want to be making sure when doing this, you're doing this with speed, with power. Really give it something. See how far you can hit it from moving this lead hip out the way and that chest rotating towards the target. Give us a try, let me know how you get on by commenting down below, and if you're interested in helping your game even more, I have produced my own ebook to help you improve your course management skills. Are you doing these 5 things correctly? Why not check it out? The link to this is in the description below. Thanks for watching, stay tuned, lots more to come, and we'll see you in the next video.